Alright, so today I will be building the world's largest beacon in hardcore Minecraft. I will literally be collecting nearly 500,000 emeralds just so that way I can build a 200 by 200 emerald pyramid. And the only way to collect that many emeralds is by constructing a stacking raid farm first, so it's safe to say that this video is, it's definitely gonna take me a while. So, sit back, relax, and while you're at it, hit that like button as it's only one click and it really helps out the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And with that, let's just jump into it. Alright, so clearly I like to do extravagant projects, right? But I need to step it up a whole nother level. So I figured the way we're gonna do that is, why don't we just build like the world's largest beacon in hardcore Minecraft? And I want you guys to fully understand just how big we're making this thing. So here's this giant pit that I dug out in one of my previous videos. This is 100 by 100. So I am literally going to be constructing a beacon in hardcore Minecraft that is twice the size of this pit. This thing's going to be absolutely massive, and it is going to take me so long to get this done. So right now we have our current raid farm, which this thing is, yeah, it's not good. It's really, really bad. Basically, this raid farm gives me like 10.5 emeralds every single minute. So I would have to sit at this raid farm non-stop for nearly a full month just to get all the emeralds I need for my beacon. So clearly we need to step it up, and we are going to be building Cowking's stacking raid farm. This thing requires more supplies than I can even detail to you. We need like 10 shulker boxes worth of supplies. It's absolutely insane what all we need. So yeah. One of the first things I decided to do was actually activate our shulker shell farm because we need like over 350 shulker boxes for this raid farm to work. So if we just go ahead and activate our lever here. Yeah, no, it's not that exciting. We're just turning on the shulker shell farm. So yeah. Since now this thing's at Y0, it's always loaded and it'll always be working, and it's now collecting shulker boxes for me. So yeah, if you want to know exactly how this works, you can go back to one of my previous videos where I built this to learn more. And now we're just gonna go rapid fire collecting a bunch of other random supplies. High action, a ton of fun, collecting supplies. Wow.
Okay, so we found ourselves a spotter room here, and I can really go for an enchanted golden apple. Just get Spider out of my way. Spider-Man, die. Thank you. Okay, cool. Okay, I really want an enchanted golden apple. Words cannot describe. Okay, please. Nothing in. Okay, no big deal. Okay, there's another chest. We just need to manifest the enchanted golden apple. We'll hold the one we have. Okay, please, for the love of sanity, give me one.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah, that was kind of disappointing, but as I was actually leaving this cave...
Oh, what's this? We find another one here? Okay. Oh, okay. A double dungeon. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. Cool. Awesome. Surely this means, okay, rare spawn means rare drops, right? So I guess we'll start with this one. Hope for the best. Are you kidding me? Not an enchanted golden apple, but 3 music discs? And they're all the same? Bro, what are the chances, like, actually?
So I did the math. The odds that this would happen is a less than 1% chance. And in case you're curious, the odds of getting an enchanted golden apple is a 3.2% chance, which means this is actually more rare than an enchanted golden apple.
Okay, bro, not now. Surely the other chest has something rare too, right? Oh, okay, cool. Gold horse armor. We got something gold, but it's okay. You know what? Stay calm. It's fine, Zelk. Stay calm. Whoops. Think I broke it again. Oh, look, it's a little polar bear. Don't mind me, little polar bear. I'm just here for some ice. You gonna be mad at me? Oh, I thought they were mad at me. Oh, look at this cute little polar bear. Give him a little tickle. Hey, you like that little polar bear? Oh yeah, you like that. You know you do. Tickle them little toesies of yours. Oh, what you look at me like that for? I ain't taking that from you. What do? Oh, you slipping around on ice? Ah, poor little guy. He can't chase me. All right, what you gonna do? Huh? You mad little boy? Yeah, you mad little polar bear? I bet you are. Oh, you charging at me? No, you ain't, little polar bear. What am I doing with my life?
So yeah, how about we just agree to like never talk about what I just did right there? Like, I don't even know, man. It was a polar bear. I don't know. Let's just go away. Let's just continue. I needed to collect a whole bunch of like cobblestone as well to craft like all of our dispensers and droppers and observers and whatnot. So I got all of that. I also need to get a bunch of slime balls for all the sticky pistons. And now I can hear y'all in the comments down below. Zelk, what do you get wither skeleton skulls for? You don't need this. And I mean, that's a pretty fair question. So first of all, shut up. Why do you always question everything I do in the comments? Why? Okay, you really want to know? You really want to know? Okay, I'm here for the bone meal so that way I can grow more trees for all the wood that I need. And I also need the coal to smelt all the glass, you little nosy brats. Okay, you happy? I swear, if you don't stop questioning everything I do, I'm gonna... Okay, so just skip ahead a few days, and we've got all of the supplies we needed. It didn't actually take me that long. I had most of the stuff I needed already to craft all of this. Blah, 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 boring supplies, whatnot, used to craft boats and shulker boxes and iron golems necessary for all of this. It's all so boring. Anyway, so I decided to build my stacking raid farm out near my other one, because this area actually has an outpost, which you need to get bad omen near it. Plus, it's over water, so it's super simple. We aligned it right in the center of a chunk, which is what you have to do to build this raid farm. And then also, there's this village pretty close by, only a couple hundred blocks away, and this is where we're going to, you know, steal the villagers from to, you know, come work in my raid farm for the rest of their lives. So yeah, thank you for that, villagers. And now it's time to just get building this thing. I did have to figure out a glitch that was happening with Lightmatica. Basically, I upgraded my world to 1.18.2, and that was actually causing a problem with like easy... So I got to work on building this thing, and it's gonna be really hard to like detail to you exactly what I'm doing because this thing is so complicated, even I don't fully understand. Basically, what I kind of understand from all of this is the villagers are gonna go in each individual spot there, and then this wall glass construction basically just transmits the redstone signal down, which allows the thing to work. It's complicated. I don't know, guys. This is one of the most complicated things I ever built. I'm just doing what, the tutorial says to do, so that's what I'm doing. And now we're just gonna complete the rest of the raid area where the raiders spawn. It only took me about another 15 or so minutes, and we were able to build all of that all the way up. And so yeah, basically the entire raid area is done now. This is where the raiders will spawn and we'll attack them. And so yeah, all of that is pretty much done. And I still don't really understand what I just built. But that's the reason why we use Lightmatica for this. Because even the designer of this build, cowking, basically says, hey, you need Lightmatica to build this thing. This thing is like mad complicated. Again, I don't understand 90% of the redstone stuff that I'm building. I'm just building it because that's where it's supposed to go. Next, I got to work on building the entire collection area. And to thank Sanity, I had Lightmatica because, I mean, I try to give you guys like one video a week here, and with this redstone contraption, if I didn't use Lightmatica to build this, it would have taken me a week to build this one thing alone. It is so complicated, I can't even begin to comprehend how it really works, to be honest with you, but hey, it's built, and we had to use like 2 different types of filter blocks, and we had to like go and grab a bunch of supplies to put in the filter to actually make it start working. It was so complicated, guys. I tried to like voice record explaining it to you, but I don't know how it works, so I can't do that. It's nerd stuff, okay? You put things in it and it works. There you go. It works. It's magic. It's magic. I do know that this string here actually makes the entire farm work. Like, literally, you bump this one individual string, and that's actually what makes literally the entire farm work. Basically, it shifts the workstation for all of the trapped villagers, which essentially changes their job, and that's what makes it be a stacking raid farm, I think. I don't know. Guys, I literally don't know what I'm building. Okay, it's sorcery. I'm building sorcery, and I don't know what I'm doing. Is this... Am I doing the work of the devil? Yeah, no, clearly this farm is fine, because now we're just gonna steal villagers and force them to work in my farm, because that's what normal people do. But basically, you go through this first nether portal, and then you have to go to the other one. Oh, missed my spot here. You get tab 2. Get up there. Yeah, nope. Okay, missed it again. Third time's the charm. Get up there, and there we go. I am definitely very skilled with an elytra, and I know how to use it. But basically, you go through the other nether portal, and then I aligned the nether portal exactly where we need to trap the villager to make the farm work. I broke all of the workstations because the villagers need to be jobless for this thing to actually work. I then lured a villager close, trapped him in a boat, got him on the mine track, shoved a minecart right into him. That got them into the nether portal, broke the boat so that way they go through. Then on the other end, we put him back in a boat again, put him on the mine track, shove a minecart. That gets them going to the other nether portal, break the boat again to make them go through, and boom, they're now exactly where they're supposed to be. Cool. I hate this entire farm design. This is one of the most annoyingly complicated things I've ever done in my entire life, and I regret ever starting this video. But basically, all we had to do is then just break this nether portal, move it directly straight upward in the overworld, and that's how we actually got the villager to the other locations. Simple, yet complicated, getting the exact coordinates right for all of these nether portals, but we got that all done like 30 minutes later. We managed to finally have all of our villagers trapped in this farm to officially make it work, and we were one step closer to being done with this thing forever. Okay, so this is all really boring, so we're just gonna try and speed through this. Basically, we need to trap some evokers, because evokers summon vexes, and we need the vexes to get stuck in the boats, and that creates the max amount of vexes that are allowed in the world, so they don't go zooming around the screen, annoying you and attacking you and whatnot. And we also summon an iron golem, because that's what forces the vexes to spawn. And now, in order to get an evoker to trap, we actually have to start a raid, and we have to name tag it the way it never despawns.
Okay, so I think if I press this button down here, that should make the stacking thing work. We should get more raiders, I think, right? Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're getting more. Okay, there we go. We got plenty. Okay, this is a lot. Oh, am I... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, don't press the button. Just, okay, no, I'm gone. We're out of here. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
So, yeah, I had to take care of all of that, and then I just sat at the top here shooting all of these raiders until I finally cleared, like, all of them out. I was able to name tag that one evoker. I then flew away and came back, so that way the rest despawned. I then just had to trap this evoker in a minecart and then shove him along my minecart system, which trapped him perfectly in the middle of this little trap here. I now had to do that 3 more times, because, yeah, we have to trap a total of 4 evokers, not just 1. But like half an hour later, we managed to trap all of them. So yeah, this thing is like really complicated, guys, and oh my goodness. It should be worth it in the end, though. Next, we actually have to get all of the armor stands in place, which this is also complicated and really boring. Basically, you have to use like cauldrons to like glitch into the armor stands, which forces the armor stands to like jump all around and stuff, and that's what actually activates the entire system. I don't know, man. I did all of that, and now the entire thing should basically be done. So when I attack this bottom armor stand here, I have fire aspect sword, and I break it because I am an idiot, and now I have to rebuild the entire thing. So once I rebuilt the entire thing, I then had to go make a brand new netherite sword, but make one without fire aspect. Once I got that done, now we can actually activate the entire farm. When I attack this armor stand, the sweeping edge will actually attack all of the mobs and will simultaneously, as you can see, force the other armor stand to like jump upwards into that string, thus making the entire farm work, you know, changing the village's workstations and whatnot. Like I said, really complicated. So yeah, now all that was left to do is I think just test it to see if it works. And I immediately ran into one problem, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. I forgot to add the water to the back end of this thing. So all of the items dropped, but didn't go along the sorting system. So just place one little bit of water there, and that solves that issue. I then decided to sit at this farm for probably about another 20 minutes or so, just to see if it would actually work. And about 20 minutes later, I noticed another issue, and that's that our entire sorting system wasn't working. It wasn't outputting any shulker boxes of supplies, and that's when I realized it's because I forgot to load the farm with shulker boxes. We forgot to craft them and put them in the farm. I had to go through this process of just crafting the shulker boxes, and you just load them into these chests right here, and thanks to all of these dispensers and droppers, it automatically will just load all of these shulker boxes exactly where they are supposed to go along this row of like hoppers and whatnot. Like I said, complicated, but this should be working now. And basically, for anybody confused as to why we need the shulker boxes, basically there are multiple different dispensers which actually point into a shulker box. So all of these supplies actually will get stored in a shulker box, and then a comparator will detect when that shulker box is full. When it's full, it will break it, and then it will drop down into our sorting system, thus allowing all of our supplies to be super easily stored inside the shulker boxes. So after sitting at my raid farm for a little bit longer, as you can see, it is actually now working. We finally have all of our shulker boxes automatically sorted with all of our supplies. I did run into another problem though, and then I noticed all of these saddles, which means the Ravagers were actually not going through the nether portal and dying in the nether like they're supposed to. As you can see, they're all dying in the overworld and not going into the nether, and I couldn't figure out why, and it took me like 15 minutes to literally figure out why. There is one little bit of redstone right here that I forgot to place, which actually activates the entire process. Place that one little bit of redstone. That made the entire thing work. There you go. Now all of those stupid cow things will go into the nether and burn in lava rather than in my world creating lag. And then AFK'd at this thing for around about 25 minutes and I managed to get all of these emeralds. And I'm not really showing you the replay mod footage of that because it's actually really hard to capture that because all of the raiders like fall straight down really fast. And there's so many items that drop that it creates so much lag that it kept on crashing my replay mod whenever I tried to load and render the replay because of all of these items. Also, now that I've completed this entire thing, I began to realize this sorting system was a colossal waste of time. I'm fairly certain it's pointless. I mean, you need like over 300 shulker boxes for it to properly work. Like, you could just build a regular sorting system and just expand it outwards for everything, and it would all work just fine. The only benefit that this sorting system has is that it's slightly more compact, and then, you know, it obviously stores everything in handy dandy little shulker boxes for you, which isn't necessary. You could just add more chests for the sorting system to work. You don't need them to get in shulker boxes. Just add more chests. I don't think this is necessary. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but I don't know. But right now, I wanted to actually AFK to finally get all the emeralds I needed for my giant pyramid. Now, this thing gives me probably around 6,000 emerald blocks per hour, and I need to run 40,000 emerald blocks. So that means I need to sit AFK at this thing for probably about 7 hours. So I just sat AFK at this thing watching some stuff on my other monitor for a few hours before I finally decided to go to bed because I didn't actually trust this thing to be properly AFK at it. And then the next morning, I started AFKing some more until finally I captured this, which is the final 10 minutes of emerald collecting that I needed. And replay mod literally crashed 5 times trying to render this footage, so that was fun. Until finally, here you go. This right here represents the final bit of emerald that I needed for this entire pyramid. And now I'm gonna let my live commentary self take over.
Okay, so literally do not build this sorting system. Words cannot describe how much of a waste of time this thing was. Okay, like literally, you have like 15 hoppers dedicated to the emeralds. This third chest only dropped the shulker box like maybe 3 times during the entire 7 hours. These last 2 never did. Not once. This next to last shulker box is like almost full and almost ready to drop. This one isn't. It's like it has nothing in it. It literally did nothing. This thing was such a colossal waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, it really was a waste of time. We did, like, collect some redstone, but I eventually, like, turned all of this off. Like, we put the filter block throughout all of these hoppers, so we're not collecting any of this anymore. I think I'm still getting, like, yeah, a little bit of gunpowder from a couple of these hoppers, but that's it. I turned the rest off. Like, we're not collecting any sugar or spider eyes or anything anymore. Once I got, like, a full shulker box of glowstone, I turned that off as well. So, like, half of this entire sorting system is literally turned off and doing absolutely nothing for me anymore. It is a massive waste of time and supplies and just your energy. Do not build this sorting system. It is a waste of time. You do not need it. Just add more chests for the emeralds and you're good to go. You don't need anything else anymore. Like literally, here is the sorting system that I built in my gold farm. This drops an immense amount of gold and I just added more chests and there you go. That's all I had to do. I didn't have to add some crazy shulker box sorting system. Just add more chests with a few more hoppers and you're literally fine. That's all you have to do. Just build this simple sorting system for the raid farm if you actually want to build the raid farm. But yeah, we still managed to collect all of the emerald blocks that I needed. Every shulker box you're looking at right here is completely filled with emerald blocks. And this is basically it. The only thing that is left to do for this entire video is to actually just build the entire thing. And so I needed a wide open enough area, and I have to confess to you guys, throughout this entire video, throughout recording the entire thing, I thought I was gonna build a 100 by 100 pyramid, right? That's what I thought I was gathering enough supplies to build. And that's what I have marked out right here in my world right now, 100 by 100. And that's because I actually used world edit in a creative world to summon a pyramid. And basically, I typed out this command with world edit, and I thought that was going to make a 100 by 100 pyramid. But in reality, that actually makes a 100 block tall pyramid, thus being a 200 by 200 pyramid. So I actually accidentally gathered enough supplies for a 200 by 200 pyramid. I was like completely ready. I would build a beacon. I was gonna flatten out this land. I was gonna build my 100 by 100 pyramid. But then I actually realized while sorting all of this out that I actually had enough supplies for the 200 by 200 beacon. So yeah. Now, if I were to build a 200 by 200 beacon in this area, it would actually start right over there and then would extend overweight to the water, basically over this giant mountain. So there's absolutely no way it would fit. So I had to find a new area, so I flew around a little bit. Here is my 100 beacon pyramid, and basically on the other end of this thing, there is this huge, wide open desert that is the perfect area to actually put my 200 by 200 pyramid. So I got everything marked out. Basically, here is the starting location, and this thing is going to extend all the way over to this far end of the desert. This thing is going to be absolutely stupidly massive. But first, I went ahead and actually downloaded Mini HUD, which allows me to add an overlay to look at the lighting for the entire blocks here. And basically, I just added enough lighting so that way no mobs spawned in this area. So that way I could work through the nighttime building my pyramid and we wouldn't have any struggles. Once I got the entire area lit up, and now it's time to just build this thing. And now, you may be wondering, how long is it going to take you to build 200 by 200 beacon? Literally placing 40,000 blocks. And by my best estimates, this is going to take me anywhere between 2 to 3 hours. So might as well just get started. I couldn't really figure out how to capture the footage of me building this thing, but right here, what you're looking at is 1 full hour of work. After 1 full hour, this is all that we've got done. We're like barely halfway done after an hour. We've placed nearly 20,000 emerald blocks. I mean, this thing is absolutely insane. And I think it's such a shame that it's really difficult to like show you a replay mod of me building all of this because it's so massive. I'm like going out of render distance. It's really hard to actually show you guys of me building this thing. We also have these wide open areas that I have to fill in once I'm done because I don't want this, you know, just to be open and weird and whatnot. Yeah, that's the only other problem. But right now, I actually took a break because I was building for non-stop 1 whole hour. Then after taking my break, we got back to building to complete the entire pyramid. And so there you go. Finally, after over 30 hours of work, I finally constructed the world's largest pyramid in hardcore Minecraft. This thing is insane. Like, it's so big, it's hard to fully comprehend just how big this thing is. I mean, this right here, I thought this beacon was big. And then you turn around, and then this thing is just staring right at you. It's so massive. Look, that's just one little llama on the pyramid, just for a nice scale of how big this thing is. It is absolutely insane. I cannot believe I built this thing, and it's truly difficult to legitimately comprehend just how big this thing is on screen. It is so weird. And like I said, eventually I might want to decorate the inside of this pyramid, like make it look like a proper tomb, you know, like the pharaohs of old, the pyramids in Egypt, whatnot. But that would take an unbelievable amount of supplies and an exceptionally long time to do. So we're definitely not doing that in this video, but maybe that is a project for a future date. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And I mean, come on, look at this giant pyramid. And it took 40,000 emerald blocks. Surely this deserves a like. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.